Welcome to my trading room. This is US stock day trading, the best Elliott wave analysis, episode number 6. So today I want to talk about the S&P and Apple because I just took a position manually. Firstly, I wanted to talk about Cardano, but I find it more interesting to talk about stocks right now, because on cryptos, I don't have any position anytime soon, because I have to wait for my signals to tell me to go long or short. So there's no position on cryptos to take right now for me, according to my rules. But I just took a position on Apple, because my rules to go short on Apple were fulfilled. I'm also expecting a trade soon to open on crude oil, but for cryptos, there's no trade right now. So to me, it is more interesting right now to talk about stocks, since there I just took a position and I want to talk about it. The thing with my position is that I gave an order to my broker to open that position for me when a certain price is reached. But unfortunately, my broker did not fill that order. So I don't know the reason why he could not fill the order. Maybe because I used as collateral Bitcoin, and the price of Bitcoin did drop a little. And then according to my leverage, if he did not go higher with the leverage, then he could not fulfill that order since my collateral did drop. So that could be the reason why he did not fill the order. Normally they get filled, but this time it did not. And I saw that it did not get filled, so I had to enter it manually. And I want to talk about that today. So that's what we are going to do. And maybe tomorrow I'll talk about Cardano. So let me make a screen share. I can't find the browser. Give me a second. Let me try again. Now I see it. So here's my disclaimer. And below it, my risk warning. The link is in the description. And I'm quickly going to talk about my services. So I'm offering live Elliott wave updates. You receive a screenshot and a description, or a detailed description on what is happening on Bitcoin, US stocks, and gold. Gold and US stocks normally once a day, and Bitcoin 1 to 3 times a day. That service will cost you 20 USD a month, but I think that it's worth it. I should ask much more than that. And if you want to be serious about trading, in order to avoid losing a lot of money, which is the case for most traders, then I would strongly recommend you to take my special a limited time offer, where as a private client, you have to be a private client. You can ask for a coaching session and it will cost you 100 USD. The coaching session is 45 to 60 minutes. And then we can talk about trading and investing. And now that being said, I will take a look at the S&P with you. Firstly, let me quickly talk about Ichimoku. So on Ichimoku, for me, on the S&P, I'm looking for an entry point. And I have 5 rules that have to be fulfilled. 4 rules are Ichimoku rules, and the 5th rule is an Elliott wave rule. So I want Elliott wave to be bearish, and Elliott wave is bearish. And when it was bearish on one of those candles, I don't remember which one, but on one of those last candles, Elliott wave went bearish, my Elliott wave count. So I took a screenshot and I told my subscribers that the S&P has now a bearish outlook. So that point is fulfilled. Then the next point is that I need to see if there's a Kumo break. And here is a Kumo break since we are below the cloud. Then I need to see if the future Kumo is red, and here the future Kumo is red. It says here also future red, Kumo cloud ahead. And then I need to see if the Chico is free. And right now, the Chico is free since it can drop lower. So that point is also fulfilled. And the last point, I have to check if the Tenkan is below the Kijun and if price is below both of them. And that it gets also a check. So according to the S&P, I should enter my position at 41,000 at 4,157.87. But I'm not trading the S&P, I'm trading stocks. So I look at the main stocks, which are Apple, Amazon, and Tesla. And the most likely one for short trade was Tesla. And I mean Apple. Apple was the most likely one for a short trade. So now let's talk about the S&P. So on the S&P, so according to the S&P, I should not be short right now. I should wait for 41,000 for 4,157. But if we take a look at the stock I'm trading, which is Amazon, Apple, sorry for me mistaking them. If I look at Apple, it is not quite, it is close, but it gives me the signal earlier. So we go through again. So on one of those last candles, I don't remember exactly which one, but from here to here, on one of those candles, my Elliott wave count on the S&P went bearish. So that told me that I can take a short position on either Apple or Amazon or Tesla. And the stock that were qualified the most for a short position was Apple. So I took the decision to go short. And since that's the case, I now go through, since Elliott wave is confirmed, I now have to check the other points. The other points are that we are below the Kumo cloud, which is the case, that the future Kumo cloud is red, which is the case, that Chico is free to go lower, which is also the case, and that the Kijun is above the Tenkan-sen, and that price is below them, which is also the case. Then I counted back 9 candles, and I've decided, and I put my entry point just below the low of the 9 candle. That was this level, 155.80. So I gave the order as I told you, but my broker did not fill the order for a reason. I don't know which one. Maybe he tried, but could not. Maybe my collateral was not sufficient anymore. Anyways, the order did not get filled. So I realized on the candle that we are on right now, I've realized that the order was not filled. So I had to enter it manually. And since I had to enter it manually, I could look at the SMP and decide when to enter it. So on the SMP, according to my labeling, we have a wave Y down here, a wave X up here, and we are in the process of accomplishing a wave Z. Down. Wave Z, the Z wave is composed of an A, B, and we are right now in the process of accomplishing the wave C. So today I saw that my position was not filled, and then I looked at the chart. So I've seen an A, B, C wave, 3 waves for a W. I've seen 3 waves for a wave X, and I did expect 3 waves for a wave Y up. So the A wave looks like if it has 5 waves in it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is great. And today, when I start looking at the start, the B wave had 3 waves, 1, 2, 3. And at that time, I did put the B wave here. And I was expecting to get 5 waves up for the C wave, since up here we have a C wave. So I was expecting 5 waves up for the C wave. Let me do this again. Here, up here, we have a C wave. And I was expecting from the B wave, 5 waves up to the C wave. So I told myself, I will wait to enter my position on Apple until we've reached the top of the C wave. Since if that would have been the right count, we should have gone higher than 4,299.40. So I told myself I will exit when we are reaching a top of the C wave and go down. But then at start, it looked promising since it went up, and I thought, well, we could reach the C wave. But then price went lower, and we broke the B wave bottom. As you can see, we just broke it. And that told me that the B wave now looks like it if it has 5 waves in it. Since, let me move that around. So the B wave that at the beginning of the trading session had 3 waves in it, 1, 2, 3, and then went up. I was looking for 5 waves up for wave C. Now it looks like it has 4 and 5 waves. So I'm not sure anymore that we are actually in a B wave. But when that level was taken out, I knew that I had to enter my position on Amazon. And that's just what I did. And at my position, it's happened so that it was exactly at the price at which I anyway gave the order. So I filled it, I think, a very tiny amount, about 155.80. I filled it, maybe 155, 156 or 157. I did get a fill on my order, and right now I'm in a profitable position. My stop loss is above the Kijun, which is here. And that stop loss will move down with the Kijun. The Kijun is supposed to move down with price, and my stop loss will move down with it. Now, let's go back to my labeling. So, according to the bearish labeling, it is either a wave A and a wave B in progress, or the wave B might be over here, and we might already go down. So that's a possibility. Maybe maybe this is the A wave, this is the B wave, and this is the C wave of wave X and we still have to accomplish wave Y up. So I'm not sure about that, but that also can be the case, that you have an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave down. So I'm not sure. There are different possibilities for the bearish count. And a possibility I thought about is also a triangle with an A wave up here, 3 waves for the A wave, 3 waves for the B wave, then 3 waves. The problem is that that 3 waves looks like a 5 wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's not perfect. And 3 waves for a D wave. So the triangle scenario also does not look perfect, but none of those right now on the S&P, it's very hard to trade, because also if we look at the X wave, okay, as you can see, we have a big A wave, we have a B wave which looks normal, but we have a C wave that is tiny, and that's a little unusual. So that's not perfect. The bullish count, which is also possible, is that you have a wave 1 up here, down here, a wave 2, with having an A wave here, B wave here, and the C wave here. So that's possible. The problem with that count is that this does not look impulsive. So the best way to label it would be 1, a 2, then again a 1, a 2, and you would put a 1, a 2 again. So 3 times in a row, 1, 2s, that's very unlikely. So I don't like the bullish count. It's not my favorite count. It's right now an alternate count, but it doesn't look too promising, because simply if that's the wave 2 bottom and you get a third wave up, it should be very impulsive, and this does not at all look impulsive. So I like the bearish count much more. That's just to say that there are things happening in trading, and it's not textbook most of the time. Also on Bitcoin right now, I was seeing a triangle. Well, it's not a textbook, and the thrust that I was expecting for my Elliott wave count did not happen until now. I have to check, but I don't think it happened. So what I want to tell you is that it's not easy. You are trading with probabilities, but there's something that helps. Why do I add Elliott wave to Ichimoku? I could simply use Ichimoku. It would make my life more easy. Why do I waste my time putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a chart and then looking for A, B, C's? Why do I lose my time doing that? Because Elliott wave tells me what the most likely direction is. Okay, and you don't have to understand Elliott wave in detail to get that. You simply have to pay me my $20, which I'm very kind. I'm thinking about if I want to raise for next year the price from 20 to $50, because I'm offering at such a low price. It's simply not good for you if it's too cheap. I don't want to make money with it. I like teaching, and I like the contact with clients. And it's great if it pays maybe for my electric bill or something like that. But I don't need it to live on, you know. So it's not for the money that I do it in the first place. But the thing is, if I offer my service to you too cheap, you think it's not worth nothing, and that's not the case. What I'm offering you is worth a lot, really a lot, because you only have to check my chart and see what the most likely outlook is in order to take only bullish or only bearish position. And as we just discussed here, the most likely outlook is that we have an X wave up here, and that right now we are bearish. So I'm not sure about the labeling of that. With time, I will find out, and then I will update my subscriber, but I'm not sure about this last labeling. But it is still not impulsive. It is still not looking good for the bullish count. So then I switch to Ichimoku and ask myself, can I go short? And that's the case as we discussed on Apple, and that's what I did. I took a short position on Apple. So there are always things happening on trading. Nothing is perfect. Here, and the C wave is not perfect. I'll do it again. Here, the C wave is not perfect. This, whatever it is, a triangle, and a W, X, or Y. The B wave is complicated to label. I don't have a perfect labeling for it right now, but I still get a direction out of it. And the direction is bearish right now. So as soon as I can, according to Ichimoku and my rules, I will go short. And that's exactly what I did. I want to talk about a trader which I've read about today. And the name of the trader is Rex. And Rex is a trader who took a couple of years to elaborate his trading system. It took him a couple of years, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 years. And he spent 3 years researching and making, creating the best trading system that he could come up with. So I don't know which one it was, but it was a trading system and he took 3 years developing it. Once he made that, he then spent 1 year paper trading it. So before he put $1 on the table, he spent 1 year paper trading it to make sure that the results are positive. And once he passed that period, maybe it took him 4 years, he then started trading it. And he made money with his system as expected. But then he got bored and he started not listening to his system and trying to be smarter than his system and guessing to enter or not to enter, like I had to do today since my position did not fill when it was supposed to fill. Then I had to guess, when do I enter? To enter straight, or do I wait for until I ended? So I had to start guessing. And he started guessing his system, and then he made less money or start losing money. And the reason why he did it, why he messed up, is because it was suddenly very boring to him. It was very boring doing the same thing over and over and over again. He made money, yes, probably a lot of money, but that was not so interesting to him. He wanted to be an eternal system developer. So he only wanted to develop trading systems. He didn't want to trade them. Trading them was boring to him. He said to me, it is like if I'm a monkey. If I'm a monkey pulling a trigger and I just wait for it to be, I get a signal and then I pull a trigger. Is that all there is to trading? I'm bored to death. So for him, it was not interesting. For me, trading is interesting. As today, it was interesting. My position did not get filled. When do I enter? Etc. How do I label this? All those questions to me are interesting, very interesting. But to Rex, he finds an interest only in developing systems, and he does not want to trade them actually. So I'm just telling you that because trading is not for everybody. There are people who have different interests in life, and for them, trading does not make them happy, does not fulfill them. But if you look at me, or if you look at Rex, Rex took 4 years before he started putting money on the table. And only then he started putting money on the table. I myself never lost everything. I never did get wrecked. My trading capital never went to zero. Okay. And I hope it never will. And that's because I don't play around. I'm a serious trader. I do, by serious, I mean, I do stuff because I have to do it. I do it because my trading system tells me to do it. I do it because what I've learned with all the books that I've read tells me that it's the moment to do it. It tells me, for example, that it's the moment to increase the amount of money that I place on the trade. It tells me right now. It tells me that I can trade stocks, that I can trade gold, that I can trade crude oil, that I can trade natural gas. And tomorrow, if I find enough energy, I might even trade Forex currencies. So my system tells me when I can go to the next level. And I simply follow my system. And if I do my job right, I never should get wrecked. I never should lose everything. And if I start being good at what I do, I should make a lot of money. There's nothing that will make you more money than being a good trader. Just the trade I talked about, shorting the ruble, the Russian ruble, and going long USD would have made you a fortune. Just that trade. You could have placed $10,000 and turn it into $10,000 easily. And the risk to the downside was low. You could have placed 100,000 and turned it into 1 million easily. Or if you want to take less risk, you turn 100,000 into 200,000. So nothing allows you that kind of rewards than trading. But you need to know what you're doing, and you need to know why you're doing it. And you never should be in a position where you lose more money than you make. For example, me, if my results start getting negative, if I lose money, then I will reduce my trading capital. I will just trade less money. So what I want, until I figured out why I'm losing money and what I can do to avoid losing even more money. Until I figured that out, how to improve my system in order not to lose any money anymore, I would scale down. I would expose myself to less risk. But that I want to say, I'm not here to have fun. It's nothing to do with fun. I'm not gambling around. I'm not doing these videos to have fun and talk to myself because I don't see you. So it's like if I'm talking to myself. I know that somebody will listen to it, but it's like if I'm talking to myself since I can't see you. And I can't listen to your comments. But all that is to saying that's a real business. And yes, it is like being a monkey. It's like pulling the trigger when your system tells you to pull the trigger. And your system should tell you everything. What leverage you take, how much capital you place, etc. When you exit, your system should tell you everything. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you a lot for your time. Please be so kind and like and comment. If you want me to keep on doing this, take time out of my day and do videos, there needs to be a certain amount of demand. And when you talk about real trading, it is not a very popular thing. So so for me to find more clients, private clients, and more subscribers, I need you to like this. And you always can leave me a comment. They are appreciated, especially when they're kind. Okay, that's all I want to discuss with you today. Maybe see you tomorrow for an intervention of about Cardano, or I'll take the weekend off and only be back next week. Anyways, become a member of my free Telegram group to have a second way of communicating with me. And that being said, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.